So welcome again in Power BI lectures and Power BI queries and Power BI, like writing down the DAX queries and learning few more things. So currently, like I'm going through one of my project where it is required, or in an interview, I have been like a question is asked by the interviewer that how you can handle the decimal values and how those decimal values could be rounded up. So there are like different ways of rounding up the different values. So basically, the first DAX function which I will be picking it up is a round function. So the round function requires two parameters or the two arguments like the number which we are going to round. So here I will be giving it up the first argument that like I need to round the rounding values, and rounding 2 is my uh, table name, and I need to round out the values present into the column of rounding to table. So I will be giving is here the number of digits. So if I give the two digits, till the two digits, this could be rounded off. So let's see what happens when I'm giving these two arguments. So you can see that 3.35.453 is rounded to the nearest 35.45, and 58.308 is rounded. So it is like the first value it got rounded down, not rounded up, and the second one is rounded up. The third one is again rounded up. The fourth one is again rounded up. So here you can see the mixture of rounding up and rounding down values while rounding up the values. So this is the limitation of rounding, or the behavior of round function, that the round up or round down functionality is not in a hand of developer. So you cannot control the functionality whether the number is getting rounded up or it is rounding down. So this is like you can say, this is a drawback of using round dax function. So how we can come up with this like come up with this drawback or difficulty. So I will be using the second function, which is round down. So with the help of a round down value or round down function, here I'm again like providing the values of the present into the table, and I'm rounding down the values with the two decimal places. So you can see the all the values in a function are getting rounded down. So 58.308 in a round function, it is getting rounded up to 58.31. It is like rounded down. So each and every value is getting rounded down, and there is no round off function. And so basically, so this is these are like round up or round down function, rounding functions. And there is one more interesting function, like if there is a need, whether we need to round our values on a particular significance level. So with the help of MROUND function, we can also control the significance of how it is like calculated. So with the help, if I need to calculate or take up the values that just give me a minute. Here it is like 0.45. So if I'm using, let me go back down. I'm using round down function, and here I'm getting up to 2 decimal places. So you can see that 58.308, the second value, is getting rounded up with 58.3. But again, the question is, or the requirement is, that this 58.308 must be rounded uh, till the significance level of 0.05. Means it is like the value here I'm getting 58.3, but I need to get a value which is like 58.35 or 31. So what I'm gonna do here, I will be using up again a different function, which is mround. With the help of mround, I am giving a multiple, or you can say the significance level. So I'm giving 0.01 is the significance level. Let us check what are the desired result. So the change in the result, you can actually figure it out that 58.3 now is becoming 58.31. But again, the drawback of this m round function is that the round up or round down behavior is not in the scope of this. We cannot control the round up or round down. So what needs to be done, or what is the solution in that case? The solution is floor function. So I am using the again the floor function, so it will be giving me the values which are basically on a rounded down values, correct? So now the values are getting rounded down with a significance level of 0.01. If I'm giving a significance level of 0.01, then what is happening? It is like there are the three decimal places, so no changes will be there. And again, if I'm giving the significance level of 0.05, so let's see what are the differences. So there are differences. So there are the differences you can check while you are testing on your projects or on your Power BI. So basically this is a floor, and there is another one function which is like ceiling function. So with the help of a ceiling function, so what are the difference between floor and ceiling? So floor is rounding a number to the nearest integer or the nearest up to, like, it is rounding down the number. The floor is doing what is rounding a number down to the nearest integer or to the nearest unit of significance, correct? While the ceiling function, it is rounds a number up to the nearest integer or to the nearest unit of significance. You can see that rounding, I'm rounding down the values. I'm rounding down the values with the help of ceiling function with a significance level of 0.01. So here you observe that 58.308 is rounded out to be 58.31 because we are taking the upper side of rounding, like the up round, it is rounding up, correct? So this is like, these are the five scenarios which I have covered in here. Firstly is a round, if I'm this is a ceiling values. Let me let me make all the columns. So what is happening, correct? If I'm this is a ceiling values, so let me check, let me give you the all the values that how it is. So I'm now the floor values, the floor values, the floor, I'm using in here floor. Again, these are the floor values for a same number. And if I am taking out the m round function, m round values is equals to m round. Correct. So you can see that it has a mixture of it has a mixture of this the ceiling value and the floor values, whichever is nearby to it. Like it has this value floor which is 107.94 and 107.3. So basically what I'm saying is, what the thing which are covered, that there are the different ways of rounding, like round the I have covered the round function and what are the drawbacks and what are the limitation, and the round down function, how the round down is getting, like how the round down function has overcame the limitation of a round. And m round function, the new significance level got introduced into m round. And the floor function, that the all the round, the limitation of a round function and m round function is covered into floor function. And the ceiling function, the limitation of a round and m round again is covered up into ceiling function. So these things, your exercise for like the next exercise which you can perform, that these values are also applicable into the currency or time also. If we are like here the just only difference that in a significance level, if we are dealing with a time, and like if I'm giving it here like 100, then it means that it will round the time value to a 1 hour, correct? And this is a this is a time, this is a minute of the time, so it will be rounded up to the next particular that significance level of minute. So this is like complete thing which I have covered, and stay tuned with us for more updates, for more basic queries, or for more basic learnings of Power BI, such that you can master yourself in Power BI or SQL. So thank you guys. I'm wrapping up this video. Meet you in the next.